Boy now rated.org. I ranked. Oh, there you go. Over to the Odyssey Boy now rated RG. I ranked every character in Antfarm, and I want to see what you guys think on this. And this is actually trending on Reddit. I did 2 posts, and I trended on Reddit twice on the Antfarm, or not the Antfarm, the Disney Channel subreddit. So that's great. We try to get an article out every month on this website. We're diving into teen media review. Of course, we got the domain name as we now try to consolidate all our efforts into one big tent to become a more teen-friendly, teen-focused company as well. So hopefully we can get our teen podcast co-hosts and co-stars before the end of the year. Hopefully we can, of course, review more media, become a great teen-centric, teen-focused brand. Because other than, Clubhouse magazine, there's nothing else. I was actually reading a Wikipedia article and found out that Focus on the Family, sorry I have to call you out here, used to have a boys magazine until they shut it down. But when they brought Brio back, they did not bring the boy magazine back, or the Teen Boy magazine back. Why? What? The boy-to-girl ratio here in the United States is like 1-to-1. Okay, what, you thinking, boys don't read after the age of 13? They don't need magazines anymore? Anyway, here's rated.org. Make sure you guys check it out. The Odyssey Boy would be too long of a domain name. Anyway, here are the characters of Antfarm ranked, and I got pretty positive response on Reddit, but I think someone was trying to suddenly call me a racist because of where I ranked China in the show. Of course, they did. Of course, Christy Lemon obviously will not like this take, but this is the correct take. Lexi Reed is number 1. Love her or hate her. She is the top character of this television show. Her detractors may say that, of course, she's vain, self-obsessed, ability, manipulative, cunning, and evil. However, she's smart, vain, self-obsessed, ability, manipulative, and cunning, and evil here as well. Look at this image here as we zoom in right there. This person, love her or hate her, was able to take over the school's PA announcements and turn this into Good Morning America. And she's obviously loved in this school. She got people standing beside her, literally on a beat down the door saying, "We love Lexi." And she knows it, and the show knows, and that is why she is number 1. She's also number 1 because she ran for president and won. She gets what she wants. She's good at technology and math, which is also a major plus. She was able to review and say why the Z Phone Classic was better than the Z Phone 2 because of the math and pixels per inch used on this. As someone once said, quote, "Lexi is a kid with immense power who uses it for political and personal gain. She's just like me. Lexi is the most powerful and popular kid in school. If I existed in that universe, I'd team up with her and kind of soften her edges, but she's well-liked and respected overall. She's like the inverse MI6. She uses her intelligence and popularity to become the president of her middle school in 9th grade, and it's not even a close election. It's overwhelming defeat for the other candidate, whoever it is, but she wins. I think she got over 500 votes. She weaponizes Paisley's incompetence for her personal gain. Despite her rivalry with a middle school aged China, she weaponizes everything about it to become the number 1 most powerful, most popular leader at the school. She may have some faults. Like she's not perfect, right? She has some faults. Like she's fast and obsessed. She sometimes puts down others as well. But, if that doesn't really come back to her anyway, even the people that she puts down, like Cameron, are always coming back to flock to it. Now, is that the right Christian moral thing to do? No. But do I really care? Also, no. She puts people down, and of course, but she puts them down with a nice sounding voice. I think that's one of the things that makes it number 1 as well, is that even when she's bullying people, even when she's stuck up, mean, and annoying, at least she sounds nice while being stuck up, mean, and annoying. Sometimes things get in the way, like boys and crushes, but she just crushes them as well. She doesn't, sit around and cry that someone broke up with her. That's only happened once, but anyway, she doesn't sit around and cry and feel sorry for herself. She sees what she wants, and she often gets it. She became president. She became her own news host. She's been on TV. She's been in all of these talent shows. She's been the lead in every show as well, and was only rivaled by Paisley, only because Paisley is so stupid, Lexi can't always get to do what she wants, and by China. That's perfect. She almost has no rival and obviously has no equal, as she is the unequivocal number 1 here on Antfarm and on this show. All right, on to number 2, Paisley. And this is the image that got me trending on Reddit here. President Paisley. I saw this image on Google. Look at this walk right there. amazing. I mean, doesn't she look like she's about to run for president of the United States of America? And honestly, I would vote for her. Anyway, Paisley, Lexi, but dumb and nice. Paisley is so stupid to make Skyler from Good Luck Charlie look like Albert Einstein. Little Rock's a lot smarter than this kid. I mean, one time Lexi told her to make her bed, and she started getting a saw and started cutting the bed. And despite Paisley's incompetence and despite Paisley's IQ being at the freezing temperature of water in Europe, she's still popular and fairly nice to everyone. In fact, she even beats Lexi Reed herself for popularity because she was friends with Cameron, and Cameron followed her on some sort of school-wide social networking application, which I'm going to take a little bit of a tangent here. We're going to talk about, in all these Disney shows, especially in like from 2010 to maybe like 2017, especially, I don't know if this was a Disney show, but Project MC Squared, you had the tablet. I think we've talked about this before I think that was from 2017, right? Project MC Squared. Anyway, in all these Disney shows, they always have, of course, some sort of social network, and it's always like, they posted this, they posted this, they posted this, and it's always so interesting because, of course, that's at the forefront, at the cutting edge of technology in that time period. Of course, as you guys know, Instagram came out in 2010, and I was actually reading about the history of Instagram. And I'm thinking, like, how did Instagram, of course, come in and, become such a popular application, especially amongst teen girls like Paisley herself, and also amongst, evangelicals. You always got the Christians and the church Christians over on Instagram. I think I had a video of this, but it's like all these trends that are going on. I think some Christian was like, oh, I want to come to our youth service. I'm like, oh, I can't. I don't have any clothes. They gave us some clothes. Oh, I can't. I don't have a ride. They literally pushed her into a car. And then they said, and I quote, and I swear I'm not making this up, our service starts at about 6-7 o'clock. Yes, they actually did that in a meme, and it was in a reel, and it was as cringe as humanly possible. What the heck even is a 6-7? Like what? Anyway, like who cares what a 6-7 is? There's also some meme of the president of the United States and the vice president of the United States also saying something about 6-7, like I stopped 6 or 7 wars, or we saved 6 or 7 lives, or something like that. As well, people believe online that they're doing that intentionally. Which I'm not really sure. Like, I really doubt that the president of the United States is sitting around scrolling Instagram reels of of teen trends. Isn't he like 79 years old? Yeah, doubtful. I mean, the only president that would scroll the 6-7 memes, of course, would be President Paisley, who would be a great president as long as he had Lexi as a VP. And I mean, honestly, look at this photo, downright presidential. That's why she is number 2, just under Lexi Reed. Zoltan Grundy, smart, capable, bright, and usually funny. I mean, he's great. I mean, he's like Lexi, but just a little bit older and a little bit nicer. He's the founder of Z Tech and founds a school that the Antfarms moved to. He's a great character. He's usually funny. Sometimes people try to trick him, but he's not stupid. Okay, I mean, he has $67 million, which he is very fond of telling us. But he's around these kids, these normal kids, and nothing really happens. Like he's not like just like throwing money around at them or anything like that. He's kind of like normal, down to earth, kind of funny as well. I mean, yes, did he get shoved up a tube? Because he couldn't fit in it? Yes. But I mean, that probably happens to everyone after Hashimoto took over his school. All right, now on to number 4. I had to put these images in. He's the only person with 2 images on the site. And yeah, Angus? I mean, look at this kid. Look at this. This guy, he all he did was sneeze. Like, and he became famous. Look at these people. They got their yellow shirts in here. They got their blue backwards baseball caps. There's new posse. And also, he even got Lexi Reed herself, who famously does not like these people. The only people she kind of likes is Paisley, but everyone else likes her as well. That is weaponized Riz to the nth degree. He got all these people surrounding him. He was like, new shirt, old shirt, new shirt, old shirt. I mean, look at this. He just exudes coolness and strength. And look at this guy. Look at us. He is leading this dance troupe of people to, they're about to sue someone. I mean, honestly, Angus might be one of the coolest characters on this television show as well. I mean, sure, he may be like, 12 years old, but he's a computer hacker. Yes. Body humor. Yes. And crush on Olive, unfortunately. Yes. So 2 for 3 great characteristics. He's really funny. And his friendship with Fletcher, boom, he's a mini Zoltan Grundy right there. He's on his way to becoming a multi-millionaire. So I'm good on Angus for making the number 3 spot on the list. 4th spot on the list. Sorry. Olive, interesting factoid, Olive is so cool. Now, Olive, I use this picture for because when they changed her hairstyle from whatever it was back then to here, I don't know, maybe she got older or something. But this is like, I guess, the best picture that they had of her over on Disney Plus. Anyway, she's one of the coolest characters. She rarely changes. Like I was saying, other than her hair, she got older. Her personality is golden. She spouts off these interesting facts. It's always played for like her facts are boring, but her facts are pretty interesting. This makes a very educational television show. She's China's loyal friend and ally, and she's talented in almost everything she does. She has an encyclopedic knowledge of everything, from rapping to English to Japanese and the other 55 languages she knows. I mean, she's incredibly smart, and she's kind of a bit of a bully, a little bit. She's like a little Lexi, so that's why she's over at number 5. All right, Dixon Herbert Ticonderoga. Now, I would have put this kid maybe at number 1, maybe at number 2. Russia was threatening the stake of the school. Once again, today's dating threat to national security. Yesterday was proven right. National anthem, blah, blah, blah. He almost straight threatened the state of the free world. Who would believe this story? China, after Olive starts dating him, which he loses a few points for dating people, wants to go spy on the Canadian embassy, which China herself also says that Canada is an ally, which is why you guys should vote for Ager in the USGS elections over Rumper. Anyway, make sure you guys vote for Ager in the USGS elections. Anyway, he says that Canada is an ally, but he spies on Canada for some reason, and he falls for this violent Russian spy who chases them around Z-Tech, potentially putting the state of the free world and the integrity of Z-Tech as a whole at school. Meanwhile, because he broke up with Olive is an absolute mess. She's a wreck. She's crying over this, which is, again, why you should not be dating in high school. 98% failure rate, no matter what, even if you are a spy. Okay, so she's crying over this guy, Dixon Ticonderoga. And, of course, we have China herself. You may be thinking, and this is what the people on Reddit were probably mad at me about. Only one person, he said, China at 7, I know what you are. They probably think I'm a racist or something like that. No, look, China's a great character. I mean, its list goes already 16, so she's top 10, right? I put in a lot of people in there, so of course they couldn't pull this on me. Anyway, China's an interesting character. She's a good character, but does she really resonate with me the most? I mean, no. I mean, look at those people. Obviously, Lexi Reed is me, but a girl and also slightly meaner. Paisley, she's just super duper funny. Okay, that's why she's up there as number 2. Zoltan Grundy, basically me, older. Angus, basically me, older. Olive, again, basically me with all the interesting facts and all the yapping. And, of course, Dixon Herbert Ticonderoga, songs to dating, essentially me. I mean, he comes out of a helicopter into the school. Does that not give you aura points? Does that not give you coolness or not? Okay, China's great. She's a great character. The show is centered around her, but her talent is singing. Okay, look, you guys know in my videos about church is that singing is boring. It's boring. Okay, I don't want to see singing in a television show. But of course, she is higher than some of these other people because she is a rival to Lexi. That's what I do like to see that. She does the right thing. She saves Lexi's party. She keeps her friends together. She's like the central character of the show, which is why she's in the middle of the article. Okay, she has crushes, but she's smart enough not to date Fletcher. All right, Kennedy Van Buren, as JFK once said, "That's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for Japan." And I really like this image here, right here. I mean, look at this. She just looks super duper serious right there. Look at Olive standing there in a suit, Superman. I mean, she looks like she's about to give some press conference right now. I don't know what happened. I had some little Japan flag imagery over here. You can probably see that over on Instagram or on the super trendy Reddit post. President Van Buren, presidential hopeful Japanese spy. So she has this aesthetic about her for the entire third, what do they call it, season. Yeah, for the entire third season that she is going to run for president of the great United States of America in 2032. Maybe our next article will be about decoding what political parties. Yes, sure, she does mention climate change, which would give an edge to the Democrats, but she does mention some other Republican talking points as well. Anyway, Despite planning a 2032 presidential campaign in somewhat annoying fashion, she's smart and convincing. She even gets polls from all across the great United States of America and weaponizes Riz to fake a crush on Fletcher. All of this so that she can steal technology and turns E-Tech into Hashimoto tech as well. I mean, boom, smart, driven, presidential, and weaponizing Riz is why she gets an 8 on here as well. If she did everything but was not a Japanese spy, but was for a spy for the great NSA, the National Security Agency, she might be up at number 2. So, also, what is wrong with the show? We got people spying on Canadians, and we got the Japanese spying on us? What is wrong with the show? It's like, at least they realize that Russia is not an ally. That's good. The geopolitical knowledge of this show is it's sketchy, but it's not that sketchy. All right, Fletcher. Sorry, Fletcher. Art prodigy that can make seriously good art pieces, especially the Great Wall of China. I mean, there's one episode where he creates an entire just huge big paintings, life size almost, of her face. That's great. It's a talent, I guess. And it just merges into his personality. Like in China, it's his personality for like 2.5 seasons until he dates Olive. Okay, great. Right, that's fine. Okay. Cameron. I like Cameron. Okay, Cameron's great. It's just that he does not resonate with me at all, like personally. Like and you know how they're like, oh, you need to have representation in media or something like that. That doesn't really make sense. Like, I have never watched a show once in my life that so, oh wow, there's a black person in this show. Wow, that's great. I feel really seen. I feel really represented. No, I feel more represented by values, which is why I feel more represented by, say, Lexi and President Kennedy Van Buren than I would from poor Cameron here, who gets absolutely just beat down by life, but he's not evil. He has moments of victory because he dated a model once, which, I mean, I guess it's a personal victory for him. Obviously, that wouldn't be a victory for me or anyone else, of course, in the world. But, he only dated her in the imaginary realm, which looks weird as heck because he was, like, posing for pictures, trying to kiss her and hug her, but it was just all imaginary. So he looked really weird in pictures. So, I mean, yeah, he dated the model, but, he also didn't date a model. So, that's kind of total failure on his part there. Sure, Lexi and Paisley did fight over him, but then a few episodes later, Lexi didn't even remember who he was. So, like, he's constantly put down on by everybody. He's put down on by Lexi, of course. He's put down on by freaking Olive. I mean, if you put down by Olive, that's sad. Even Fletcher, I think, put him down. You know how sad you have to be to get teased and put down on by Fletcher? Everyone from his own parents put him down, right? One time, Lexi came to his house and was like so shocked that a girl came over to of course, his house, and then she like fled and like, oh, yep, we were expecting that. Yeah, finally. I can't believe that she left. I mean, this poor kid has done a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, look at this. In this image alone, he's getting his arm chomped on by a freaking anaconda, and yet he just still smiles right there as well. Okay. I mean, Olive is downright vicious to this poor guy. She says he couldn't even get into a college as a janitor, and he's hopelessly in love with Lexi, who at best views him as a doormat, at worst doesn't view him at all. Seth, I mean, he's there. He probably would have been a great character if, they introduced him in season 2. Well, I mean, he's there. He likes animals, and he celebrates Hanukkah. So congratulations. That's literally his personality. Okay, in one episode, he likes animals, and then he just leaves. He leaves for 20 minutes of the entire episode, and then they're all scared about what's going to happen. So, he doesn't really have that much of a personality. I couldn't put him that high as well, which is the same reason why I could not put Roxanne Parks high as well. I mean, she's only like a few episodes, she gives Paisley a job. I mean, she's great at her job. She's a children's party entertainment person. That's congratulations. But after the first season, we never see her. We don't even hear from her again. China straight up leaves the entire school, goes away to boarding school. We never even see her again. So, she's a side character. I mean, I even forgot that we saw her on screen. Daryl Parks, China's dad. He is around in season 1, but man, he puts down Cameron. He's a horrible, incompetent police officer. He ticketed his own son for speeding on the hallway in an electric car for 5-year-olds. We'll get to that as well. But he did stop Lexi and Cameron from stealing the principal's phone. So, some points for that as well. Mr. Hashimoto. This is what I'm talking about. Look, Mr. Grundy is stuck in a tube right there. And look at Kennedy right there. Look at her. Just angry. Anyway, Japanese tech CEO, that's a rival of Z-Tech. He steals an experimental Z phone from Z-Phone 4 from China, but she regains in a Japanese karaoke battle against him. He also spies on Z-Tech via his daughter, Kennedy Van Buren. Principal Skidmore. Horrible person. She is a cheap old, ugly, scammy hag. That is what she is. So she's so bad that China, Lexi, everyone in the school is united against her. She wasted school funds to have a statue of her. She wasted school funds on wings. After she found out this club, she has no oversight as well. She's locked the ants in the room. Oh yeah, also she stole their personalities, and no one likes her at all. I mean, when Zoltan Grundy gave the access to Z-Tech's new school, they all fled. They all left. None of them, not a single one of them, even hugged and said goodbye. I mean, she ended up as a maid. Okay, her school was so bad that in the before mentioned speeding episode, the reason they were speeding in the hallway in an electric drive-on car for 5-year-olds is because they could not afford real cars. They also could not afford a clock. She's corrupt to the core, and she used to be in jail. She used to be arrested. Lock her up. And Violet has taken the 16th spot here. She's horrible. Okay, she has a crush on Fletcher. Fletcher obviously doesn't reciprocate, and so she goes around and tackles people. Okay, no character depth at all, just being angry. Okay, I mean, I guess she did take her anger out on Lexi, I guess, but she's angry at everyone. She's angry at the world, so that doesn't really count. Here's the what on earth is wrong with these people section. Madam Cuckoo, what are you wearing? Seriously, what is this? Skidmore. She hates children despite leading them. Winter Maddox. She's a smart scammer that hates children despite leading them. Sequoia joins. What is wrong with her? And Graham. Bro, what is your anger problem? And oh yes, Barry Figginbottom. What the heck? Who named you that? Please, what? Figginbottom? Really? Also, pretending to be a nature expert and not, and then getting lost in the desert of Australia. Typical, I guess. Typical. And Gibson. What on earth is wrong with this guy? What? Bro, some wires got scrambled. There's a few screws loose in there. I mean, what happened? What is going on? Horrible. I don't even know where to begin with that as well. All right,